about to react to Opium is pointless. Now, from what I know, Opium is, the music group, Playboy Cardi, Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely, etc. But it's just a bunch of grown niggas acting goth, acting, what's the other word for goth? If it's not goth, it's emo, a mixture of goth and emo and vampire and acting like they're antisocial. They might be that way, but it's just the persona that they put on. So let's see what he's talking about, bro.
Universe.
I feel like Cardi's label Opium is genuinely pointless in 2026. So Opium was
Not
like this
necessarily. It's literally what's winning right now. Like Ken Carson is so fucking lit. Playboy Cardi will forever be lit. Destroy Lonely. I'm sure he got a nice fan base
cool,
off of.
mysterious thing at a point that literally had everyone in the underground like, yo, what's Cardi about to do? What's he cooking? Because a lot of them are Mexican. Yo, Cardi, what's Opium, nigga? Dragon Ball Z and Travis Scott, Bad Bunny, nigga. But basically, as far back
Jagabuzzy, Travis Scott, Bad Bunny, nigga. Dog, this nigga's hilarious, bro. Hate this nigga.
2019, Cardi had laid out a lot of secretive ass groundwork that something was in the process of being created. Now, you'd think at that point it was a fucking album, but by now, with him being in the industry for at least 11 years, we know this nigga's game. Drop, lie, allegedly beat a bitch, lie, then drop. And this was in that era where literally everyone was getting introduced to Rick Owens, Vivian Westwood, the whole.
I still gotta get this pair of Rick Owens. Dog, I might drop a pair of Rick Owens for my birthday, but I want to get my car. This kind of off topic. I want to get my car together as well, but I also want to get tatted. It's so much shit I want to do with this little time I have, and I also have another daughter on the way. So it's like it's so much. I got a baby shower to pay for. I just gotta put all my eggs in one basket and hope for the best, bro.
Destroy punk sex ass shirt. Like it was just a it was just a different time, but we're not even on that right now. Right now at this current moment, you would honestly think that Opium would be this massive powerhouse. I mean, one of the literal biggest artists in the game is running it, right? Along with the help of UMG, of course. On
They
top
are.
of the fact that it's got Ken Carson, Homicide Gang, and a nigga that y'all swear up and down I look like.
Whoever Homicide Gang is, and you do look like Destroy Lonely, cause
Don't
I saw a video when he was using his face recently. This nigga look like Destroy Lonely for
look
real.
like that nigga. But unfortunately,
Yes, you do.
it is in fact quite the opposite. And I'm going as far as saying that Opium or signing to it is almost useless. See, after Cardi was done playing his little whodunit game with his fan base and people finally found out that Opium was actually a label, I feel like niggas expected it to kind of function like a Young Money or a Dreamville or even an OVO type deal where like Cardi was gonna make appearances
Nah,
and publicly.
I wouldn't say it's pointless. I say it's perfect for that group of people because they all matching each other's swag and mystique. The mystique is just really keeping Opium the way it is.
Develop his own artist, but
That's how I see it.
that's not what happened. What we actually got was exactly what we should have been used to. Fucking nothing.
No one is surprised about this.
See, Playboy Cardi is, well, actually was an interesting case because his entire career is built on scarcity. This is one of the only artists I know that created value through nothing, like literal absence. This nigga got dick rolled for doing absolutely nothing for 3.5 years. That's actually impressive as hell when you really sit up and think about it. This
That's because Die Lit was so fired. It was like, oh, this is the best album of all time. Cardi is so whatever he is. Then he switched up his flow. Cardi is so versatile. Blah, 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 blah. Cardi is so cool. Then they saw the nigga in the thong. Cardi is so mystique. Oh, I want Rick Owen thong as well. Just some dick riding shit, bro.
whole brand is disappearing, not doing interviews, delaying the releases he swears up and down are coming soon, and overall creating a damn mystery that y'all as fans have to solve. I mean, y'all remember that era where the body cam footage of his dumbass getting arrested for speeding was released, and it was probably, and actually still is, the most we've ever seen him talk? That's ridiculous. But while it's ridiculous, It's on brand. It's Cardi. If your brand is say as little as possible and lie, it's highly unlikely that he was just gonna suddenly become this hands-on executive promoting Ken Carson and Lowen and the damn Homicide Boys. Like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. And ironically enough, the same behavior that creates hype for a nigga like Cardi actually becomes a weakness when you're over an entire label. You know what I'm saying? A label usually requires, communication, organization, proper scheduling, not like canceling a whole tour, which I'm sure some of you niggas
Narcissist. Oh, they got a tour called Narcissist. Did they go to Milwaukee? They did not go to Milwaukee. I don't expect them to go to Milwaukee, but it would have been nice.
your money back on. All these things that seem normal, Cardi is the literal opposite of that. Mind you, when did I Am Music come out, bro? March
Yo, welcome to the bro side of YouTube. Where we get ads. Don't worry about it though. We gonna get ads.
March 14th, 2025. And he had said, I'm ready to drop again. A fucking lie, yet again. Which didn't even bother me because I'm used to it. I was listening to Cardi in 2015, bro. I watched this man go from somebody that, in my honest opinion, was cool as fuck, to an outsider's reject, to a gay vampire, to a Lil Wayne cosplayer.
Gay vampire is fucking crazy, but yeah, that's basically what Opium is. A group full of gay vampires. Mystique gay vampires. Ken Carson makes some hard music. Playboy Cardi for sure make hard music. The Short Lonely, he had that one good song. If looks could kill, baby, I'm a fashion demon. Uh, yeah, and then whoever the hell Homicide Boys is, never heard of them. No shade to them, but I'm sure they probably make hard music
Like,
too.
I've damn near seen it all from this nigga. And that's why I don't take shit he says at face value, because all he does is lie. And honestly, I don't think y'all should either. And that's another reason why I feel like Opium doesn't really make any sense anymore, because here's what's being signed to Opium actually means. You're associated with Cardi. Opium's marketing, or lack thereof, honestly, is just Cardi. Think about it, bro. A lot of y'all gonna sit up and act like y'all knew about Ken and Lone before they got signed. Now, Lone, I'll probably believe you because Bane.
No, we didn't know, but it definitely makes sense. It definitely makes sense. It's not that like this will ever happen, but it's not like. Yo, that's a motherfucking spider. Hold on, let me kill this spider real quick, yo. I saw that shit. That big ass spider. Got it. All right, back to what I was saying. It's not like it's not like Playboy Cardi tried to sign Taylor Swift to Opium, which will never ever ever happen. But y'all get what I'm saying? Like that's a whole different personality with a whole different audience. But this makes sense. They make the same kind of music and they on the same type of timing.
Like y'all knew about Ken and Lone before they got signed. Now, Lone, I'll probably believe you because Bane was everywhere on TikTok in 2020. But long story short, these two only got bigger on a national level solely because they were perceived as Cardi's chosen successors. Like these fan bases that grew were the same fan bases and communities that follow Cardi. Now today, it's a little different. It's hood niggas I know that'll cut on some Lone, and it's hella white people I know that'll cut on Ken. But the point is, the label itself
What's
matters
wrong with
more than
Ken
the direct.
Carson? I only know one song by the story Lonely Note. I'm sure you got more, but I just never took time to explore that artist. What's wrong with Ken Carson?
Motion. Like
He
rather
got
than
that.
being
My favorite song by Ken Carson gotta be Succubus. That shit's hard.
radio shows and doing interviews, Cardi's cosign is your promotion. That's it. We may get a little mysterious ass rollout, but other than that, you're not getting much, bro. And I'm not gonna
That's all
lie,
they
that
need.
can work for an artist individually, but if we're being real, that doesn't necessarily work for an entire label. I mean, it can work. It just definitely would be harder to scale that across an entire roster of people. Now, this part very well is speculation, but I also kind of just feel like, and I don't really care how parasocial this sounds, I'm not saying it's true, it's just a theory. Again, I feel like Cardi might not want them niggas to be as big as him. Possibly. Like, when you're a label owner, this question more than likely pops into your mind. Do you want artists to complement your brand, or do you want them to surpass your brand? I mean, look at Gucci Mane's weekend.
I was about to say that. Not necessarily Gucci Man, but since you put up Gucci Man, Pooh Shiesty bigger than this nigga. But that's because Pooh Shiesty hard. I'm not saying the rest of the artists wasn't hard, but he didn't really push for it towards their careers. He more so put that shit on the shelf. But you look at YG, was it who owned Young Money? Was it YG or who was it? Was it who owned Young Money? It wasn't Birdman, was it? I think it was probably Birdman. I think it was Birdman. But look at this. Young Money Birdman, cool. Wayne bigger than Birdman. If this is the case, I'm not sure. Wayne bigger than Birdman. Nicki bigger than Birdman. Drake bigger than Birdman. Birdman still a boss. But not everybody got the same mindset as Birdman if he is the boss of them.
Label. 1017 was clearly meant to just be something that complemented the whole brand. From all those different stories, even from some of the artists that were in 1017 themselves, it's clear that it was ran in a way to where you were only there to help Gucci Mane. That was it. You got the perks of being around him. You weren't supposed to be the main program though. And that's why Pooh Shiesty's shit is so crazy, because we all know that that was the golden child of 1017. Long behind us are those days though. Anyway, back to Opium. I feel like Cardi's objective with Opium from what we've seen is just to
was and could have been, he could have been colossal, but he was definitely bigger than Gucci.
Push a movement, even if it's the most smoke and mirrors vague ass movement possible. Like, what does Opium even mean to Cardi? I'm sure someone in the comment knows. Y'all let me know. I'm a little lost on that, but to me personally, it just seems like Cardi's more concerned with keeping up an image rather than building platinum artists. You know what I'm saying?
Jay, he seen the video, the snippet on my page. He did me. He was like, "You hard," and I was like, "Appreciate that, gang." So then, like a few weeks later, he just hit me again, and he was like, "Cardi, fuck with you." I'm like, "That's crazy, y'all niggas like call me or whatever."
So Cardi called you or he called you?
Called me, Jalen called me, and niggas just hit me up. Then bro was like, he fuck with me or whatever. Locked in, and ever since then.
You went to the studio with him and started working?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We went to the studio, went up. It was like, it was just real genuine energy.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with bro, so it's like, to have the energy reciprocated, I guess, and for it to feel like how it feel like real.
Yeah.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI.
I'm like, yeah, I fuck with this.
Notice how he said it's just genuine energy. I feel like, I don't think Cardi is a horrible person. I don't think he's a great person, but I don't think he's horrible. Like, I do think that Cardi just genuinely discovered Lone and was like, yo, I fuck with this nigga's music. Like, come to my label. Like, that was it. Like, and so Cardi just being around him propelled him into where he is today. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that Lone, you know, didn't do his own work. I'm just saying that Cardi being around Lone was Lone's promotion. And I feel like because it's just genuine energy, that's kind of all that really needs to be done within the label. I think that my criticism of Opium simply stems from expectations versus what the reality is. Now, I'm not in the damn label. I am an unbiased person giving my own viewpoint. It's just that I thought there would be way more frequent collaboration and active development. Like, I thought there would be more structure. Given it's fucking Cardi. I don't know why I thought that, but it's just a really strong brand. That's it. It's an aesthetic. Literally, I know
Opium is as big as it is because the mystique that comes behind Playboy Cardi and the mystique that becomes behind the rest of the crew. So for them to come together and collab and just keep on dropping collab tapes and collab singles, it will kind of kill the buzz that they got behind their name or around their name. So I think they doing good, honestly.
y'all remember what Opium did to people back in like 2020 and 2021. I don't even want to revisit that era. Opium, I'd say, is good at creating a recognizable movement. I mean, we watched it happen in real time. However, first of all, that was almost 7 years ago. I feel like right now, niggas is not really concerned with what Cardi has going on that much because we're so used to him being full of shit, we just don't really even pay attention anymore to all the little shit he be doing. Like, I feel like niggas right now is more concerned with Peasy, Blood, Owe, and Osama-san, like Che, like all that stuff. Even Tool Slimy's weak ass. Like, niggas care more.
Prada Bad Shorty. I love Prada Bad Shorty. That nigga hard. That nigga is
that shit than what Cardi has going on, which is fine because again,
he ain't got shit going on. It'll take a whole 2 years to drop a tape. That's why we got an underground scene.
Almost 7 years ago. We are in a completely different era of the underground right now. And I mean, do we really even consider Cardi and Opium and all that a part of the underground at this point? Everybody knows about that shit. But then
they mainstream for sure. That's not underground. I feel like when you get to a certain point in life or a certain, you know what I'm saying, a certain, not even a peak, but a certain checkpoint, a certain milestone, there it is. You become mainstream, and they became mainstream.
you really think about it, honestly, that could start a whole meta conversation because is the underground even the underground anymore when everyone knows about it? Like, topic for another day. You know what? Never mind. What was I saying? On top of the fact that Cardi started a label where much of everyone's growth that is on the roster simply comes from the fact that you're just next to Cardi. That's it. He likes your music, you sign, and now you're under him. Metaphorically, and even at a fucking point, literally. So is Opium pointless? I mean, low-key. But if an artist's goal is to receive
I
mentorship,
don't think it's pointless. I feel like the group as a whole is feeding off of the aura and the mystique that comes behind Playboy Cardi. And he's pushing his team in his own way. If they didn't move like this, then nobody would really be interested in what Opium has going on. But no, I said what I said, and y'all heard what I said. So I'm gonna catch you niggas in the next one. Yes, sir.